Well, welcome back, my friends. Listen, it's another knife from Timbo, so it's a Timbo rendition, Timbo 437, if you're not subscribed. This is a Holtzman Gorilla Survival knife. I just asked him if there was a name for it. It's gorgeous. It's red and black. Y'all know I love that. It's got a ferrocenium rod. It's got a striker. The knife, I'm believing that's probably G10 with 1095 steel. These are made in China, just so you're aware of that. Kydex sheath. It has a leather strap. The guy does a really good job with these packages. Good handle size there. I'm going to give you the stats. We're going to do this one kind of the same as we've been doing, but you see that handle is huge. I'll give you the stats on that here in a bit. Let's check out the sharpness and go cut some shit up. What do you say? You in for it? Well, man, that's outstanding. Kind of a thick little bastard too, lanyard hole. No jimping on the back. That's unusual. We'll see if that's a 90-degree spine. All right, let's go check her out. Hey guys, real quick, I am putting a link in the description that Timbo sent me. Check that out. It'll give you all the details of how to purchase it, how to get it. I think it's like $149 on Amazon. It's the link that he used. It's a safe link. Check it out. It just says Holtzman Gorilla Survival Bushcraft Kit, but you can see how it's packaged. Check that out for me. On to the Hey guys, quick heads up. Typically I've been trying to wear the sheath so you can see how it rides. With a tech lock, obviously it's going to ride higher on the belt. Just a quick note, my belt's a little too thick for this one. Not a big deal, not a major thing. I have tech locks I could put on it if I wanted to. I did want to put that out there why I'm not wearing it. My belt's just a little too thick. I'm a thick boy. I did want to point out this leather strap too. Snaps the knife in securely. The Kydex is well done. Little shake, not enough to really worry about. No noise. Beautiful knife. I love that red and black. So let's cut some shit. That's what y'all here for. About stab myself. Boom. Oh, you bastard. Now I want you to bear in mind there's a lot more weight in the handle than there is the blade. Do a couple hard downward throws, drops. Very well balanced. Good bite. Got a pretty good working edge to it. It's sharp. It's not super razor sharp, but it is very sharp. It'll get the job done. A little bit of stropping might fix that too. Now bear in mind when I get these, I don't strop them. I don't do anything like that. We go straight out of the box with it. Try to get 3. That's about 3/4 inch tire tread there, not steel belted, just regular tire tread, regular grip. Again, you can see we can get a full grip on there. I really like that a lot. Big handle. It'll stab what it needs to. Sticking into two pretty aggressively through the tread. I'm impressed with the stabbing. I'm thinking this is a modified clip or a regular clip point. Y'all let me know what you think. I'm pretty sure that is a clip point. We're going to try to move pretty quick through it. Got some heavy gauge extension cord. Just kind of do that, pop the edge. You can see right there, just some heavier copper. See if it'll do any chipping, any damage right there. I don't see any. I've always liked doing the wire stripping. I did it doing underground utility locate, so it just kind of popped on my radar. But I do think it is a good little demonstration because it's something you're going to do around the house. Something you can do on a job, something like that. Or if you got to do a quick repair, camping, hunting, etc. I always like to know that your knife will handle it without doing any kind of chipping, anything. We'll do one more pop right here. Well, I missed. There we go. See, it cut it pretty smooth. And again, it's just a chop. I mean, come on. We know what we're looking for. Good looking blade, good looking edge. Again, good little slicer. I'm going to bring you back. Let's do a little baton. Well, I'll tell you what, I said some batoning, and I got a piece of work here from work. Let's do some quick chops. Pretty good bite. Now again, when I do this, guys, I'm really not trying to hit this for time or to get through it quick. It's more about the bite. I'm trying to think how to phrase it. It's more about the bite. It's more about slapping that edge, just seeing what we can come up with. Really no hot spots there in the handle. Pretty comfortable in hand, I'm going to be honest with you. Take another quick look. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's do a little batoning on it. Always helps when you use the right damn hand. Also, I think many of you know this, knife review batoning, knife review chopping is a little bit different than what you do in the field. Now, it's important to bear in mind, this is pressure treated wood, it is pine, but there's a lot of fat wood in there, a lot of resin, a lot of sap, a lot of knots. And I'll say this again too, guys. This is the second one I've reviewed, second Holtzman. They come in some really, really nice packaging. Some good sets, ferrocenium rods. The packaging's on point if you wanted to do like Christmas presents, etc. And it helps when you do stuff like this. Like a lot of non-knife people will buy stuff like this. You can buy something like this for a loved one and know you're giving them something that's actually going to work, right? We'll take a look at the edge when we're done. Overall, I love the handle, I love the feel, I love the size of the knife. It seems to work out good. Hunting, fishing, camping, I can see it as a belt knife. It's $10.95. The heat treat, you know, we'd have to do some extensive stuff, but I do think the heat treat's pretty much spot on. What does that mean? Well, honestly, to me, it means it's going to be a little easier to sharpen in the field. Now, 1095 is a carbon steel. I would definitely suggest keeping some kind of blade paste on it, even though it's coated. As far as like sharpening and things like that goes, a couple licks on the... All right, guys, real quick, some overall thoughts. First of all, I wrote down some measurements. So the overall length is 12 1/4. The blade width is 1.5 inches, pretty slicey. Blade length 7 inches. The cutting edge is 6.5. The handle length is 5 1/4. Here's the big stat, and this is what's impressed me the most. This is 4.5. Any hand in the world can grip this knife comfortably. The blade thickness here is 3/4. You have a nice palm swell. We didn't do as much of our cutting and stuff like we normally do, but I feel like we did enough to get a good feel. Would I carry this knife? And that's really the crux of these videos. Yes, absolutely. It's 1095 steel. It's G10. It's heat treated well. We banged on it enough that I know no chipping, no damage. Now, long-term damage, we don't know because we don't do long-term reviews. That's something I may get one of these packages just for that and do a long-term review on. I've done 2 of them, the Holtzman Gorilla Survival. Dude's an awesome guy, really. But I might get one and just carry it long-term, like for camping trips, outings, and just beat the hell out of it. Overall, very impressed. I'm going to cut some paper. I'm going to tell you my causes. I'm going to tell you up front about my causes. They're mine. I don't ask anybody to support them. I don't ask you to give. I don't ask you to do anything. But it's important to me. We have fun on this channel. I love this channel. I just told Megatron I love doing this channel. But we have to have some substance. So I'm going to cut. I've done nothing. No stropping, no nothing. We come straight in from chopping and batoning. Let's see what it'll do. After that, I love y'all, and you know the drill. Guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We're heading into a holiday, or I'm sorry, into a weekend. The actual number is not 22. It's 15 to 29, but anything over 0 it's absurd, and it's staggering to think about, right? What does that mean? Well, it simply means, vets, we love you. You have a place here. We back to blue over here. Now, this one's misunderstood, and that's okay. Again, don't ask anybody to support it. My son's going to be a cop, worried to death about that. But I have friends who are in law enforcement. Are they all good? Y'all know better. Are they all bad? You have common sense. We support the idea, and we support the good men and women. That's all it means. How do you do it, Scabber? Well, I try not to break the damn law. I used to say I don't break the damn law, and then people be like, hey, you did this, you broke the law. That's for you. The thing is this. I do my best. I'm human. That's how we do it. Finally, this is important to me. They're all important to me, but this one's really near and dear. If you are an addict, never quit quitting. So, the edge held up incredibly well, right? For what we did. Now, the things I do are not scientific. You guys know that. Everybody knows that. The neighbors know that. The haters know it. The lovers know it. Everybody knows it. It's not scientific. But I feel like we do enough to get a good feel for the knife. I'll tell you what I see with this knife. It's about the size of a K-bar, regular size K-bar. It's thicker. It's full tang. It's all that. What I see with this, I would hand this, honestly, to somebody I was taking camping, because I know if they screw it up, they mess up the edge, it's 1095. It's going to be easy to get back in shape. It's got a good balance point to it. They can do just about anything with it. I really like it. Timbo, hey, man. So much love to Timbo 437. Brother, thank you so much for letting me review these. Dude, I am so sorry it took so long, but I am so appreciative for you. I'm going to do a final wrap-up of everything tomorrow before I put them in the mail. Guys, I'm Scab. You're not. I love you, and I'm gone, son.